Hey everyone, Grant is taking me to work today. So that means in exchange for him being my chauffeur, I gotta do some stuff with him first. So we're checking a pivot out here on one of Grant's fields to start out the day. Grant just picked an ear of corn. Let's look at it here.
It's pretty big.
All right, pause. Oops. Wow, looking good.
Big boy.
All right, so what Grant is doing is he's counting the kernels around. That's 1 unit of measurement for how big the cob is.
20 round.
20 round. And then also, what I would have done before you broke it was count how many there are like that. Can you get them to fit together?
Still do that.
Ah, there we go. 50. Nice. This is coming.
1,000 kernels on this ear corn.
This is coming from some pretty beat up stuff here.
The insurance adjuster's coming out today, so we're gonna see how much we lost. But,
all right.
This was on the end, so it's probably a pretty good ear.
Yeah. Typically, we try to save the power stroke for cleaner activities. It's not an all the time farm pickup. But I do have to say, Ford is growing on me. Typically, I would call myself a Chevy girl, but I don't know, man.
Nice pickup.
I like the Ford. Naturally had to stop and grab breakfast at McDonald's. No tractor through the drive-thru this morning, but all right. Farm, we're coming for you now, finally. Okay, so we're back on Carlson Farms now, and I wanted to fill you guys in on a few projects that we have going on around here. Good old split row planter is still in the shop. Most things are put back together. It's just this pile of electronics. We've really been putting that off. But we got, here you go, a little fertilizer hookup here. Box is back on. Now it's just a slow work in progress to get this tangled mess put back together. Ethan is working on cleaning off his pickup here. He went mudding and is now facing the consequences of his actions. We have the chopper in the shop. It is waiting to be fixed. We got some something leaking down there, but Dad was thinking maybe a clutch was slipping. I don't know. So we're having somebody from John Deere come out and take a look at this. She's old, but she's been faithful to us, so gonna get this fixed. We're done chopping for the year, but we want to put it away all ready for next year. We have a new sprayer. It's a little bit smaller than the Big Miller, but in the back of the Defender. And this is what we've been using to go around well motors and pivot points and the edges of fields to spray weeds. And pretty soon here, we're going to be hooking the big boom back on to the Miller sprayer and doing some post-harvest spraying, because seed corn is going to be harvested, I think, starting next week, which is really exciting. Okay, so Dad and I are going to take a little road trip. Do you remember when we laid out the poly pipe? So we didn't have to lay out any like aluminum or metal kinds of pipe or even plastic pipe this summer, which was awesome. Saved us a lot of work. Instead, we laid out this soft poly pipe. I have a whole video on it. Anyways, it's time to roll that up. We are done irrigating with the poly pipe, and we have to go get a special roller. So we're gonna go pick that up. My last update that I wanted to give you guys was for Papa Kurt. I know a lot of you have been thinking about him and praying for months and months now, ever since he was diagnosed with cancer. The word the doctors have been using is critical but stable. So he's still in the cardiovascular ICU, and we're going to visit him a lot. But this afternoon is going to pick up a roller for Polly. Oh my goodness, don't show that. It's your ID.
Oh, driver's license. Now we're doing it legal.
We're
Wait,
all
don't look at
we're
that
all
one.
legal.
Can you bleep that out?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's my
credit
credit
card.
card.
Oh my goodness.
Here, here's my credit card
Which one's
information.
better? Oh my goodness. Yikes. Okay, we're all legal driving now. Buckle up,
Sorry, I
Dad.
need to get
Goodness
my.
gracious.
Did you already say that? I need to get my
Oh,
billfold for League Well.
for legal reasons. The best part about borrowing stuff from other farmers is getting to just, you know, have a little peek around while you're here to get the stuff. Oh man, I'm a sucker for a clean shop floor. Let me tell you that much. Ooh, what do we have here? Ooh.
Yeah, how's it coming? Coming out.
Roller is secured. Made it back to the farm in one piece, and our next stop, we get to go meet Grant, which is exciting. So I'm part of the Nebraska Corn Growers Association, and they had a little test plot, and they're going to be reviewing it, and then there's a dinner, and a whole bunch of farmers from the area are going to be there, and so that's where I'm headed now. Perfect evening to do this. You can see Grant and Dad there talking. So pretty much how this works is all these different seed companies. So Champion Seed, Hefty, LG, Channel, AgriGold, all these different brands are invited, and then they plant 2 different hybrids. And then from last year's test plot, whichever one won or had the highest yield, this year's Champion Seed, is planted in between as kind of like a check. And so this is just kind of like end of the season update, Preh Harvest. They invited all the corn growers to come out and see a little presentation by the representative, like district manager of that seed company. And then it's really just a chance for farmers to get together and talk and enter a giveaway and compare yields and compare hail damage and wind damage from the year. It's honestly more of a social event, but it's great. I love coming to these things. I feel like I learn a lot. I am the only female here, which I wasn't really surprised about because I am like the only female farmer kind of in my area. But I'm looking forward to the dinner after this, and I love talking with all these people too. Hey Mike, if you're watching this, excellent event. I'm so glad I came. Okay, so don't mind the mud here. There you go. All of this corn, not just the Channel or Champion, it got hit with a little bit of hail early on. You can tell, look, Grant, pan over to the corn. You see the stripped out leaves there? Like from here to here, got some damage. Other than that, this corn is really tall, looking pretty good. It didn't get the wind. So if you remember from Grant's corn, everything's like real leaned over. This stuff did not get hit with that wind. It's standing up pretty straight, so that's good. But I guess we'll see how it does in harvest. Farmers don't follow directions very well, obviously.
Clean up your screen. It's a little fuzzy.
All right. On the menu this evening, we have pulled pork, barbecue sauce, potatoes, baked beans. And I got 3 different kinds of pickles. So far, 10 out of 10 today. Now, as everyone is eating, we get to hear from some speakers. And that is a wrap. Beautiful day at the farm. Good.
Ooh, do you know why I drove here?
What?
The Geo Tracker.
Ooh, I drove my pickup, so
Yeah, that's
I missed out on the Geo Tracker.
bummer, dude.
That you took the words right out of my mouth.
I watched it the other day.
Oh, I'll flip the
Pretty
camera
cool.
around here. Oh, looking good. She's pretty. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. appreciate your viewership. I appreciate your support. If you like me, if you like Grant, if you like farming, feel free to subscribe.
Follow me on Instagram.
and Grant is trying to get into Instagram, so follow him on Instagram. See you guys later.